more, we're multi-ethnic, we're mixed, we're first generation, second generation, and third. We are straight, we are queer, we are trans, we are different, and we are the same. So you see, there's another misconception that there's this notion that we're the model minority. This notion is designed to divide us from other communities of color. That we're supposed to be innately successful, that we're all good at math. I know I'm not good at math. I didn't get a math degree with this stuff. We do everything right with little complaint. We don't need additional resources and support. We're just like every other Asian here on this campus, 40%, right? However, this notion denies the struggles of our people. It reduces the very moment of this graduation and it diminishes all the late nights of studying with Red Bull and boba milk tea racing through our veins. It subsides the stress that we carry when we worry about the realities of rising loan debt and insecure job opportunities. It denies the sacrifices of our families. All they have done to put us here today, graduates, what you are doing today is remarkable. Our people are remarkable. We're told that we are the model minority, but trust me when I say there is nothing model about us, there is nothing minor about us. We are not model, porcelain, white sheen. Everything that we do is unique to us. Our culture breathes our food. We're the type of people that put fish sauce, Miss Mum in everything. We're the type of people that put sriracha sauce on top of everything. It's how we raise chickens and grow mint leaves in our backyards. It's in the flow of our 6-step when we first try to break dance, because you know everyone trying to break dance. And you know, it's not a traditional Southeast Asian wedding if you don't have Hennessy and Heineken. And we have big old families, you know, especially the Hmong folks. Hmong folks, where you at? Right. Everything that we do it our way. It is both Southeast Asian and American. We are complex. We are multi-layered, we are intersectional and whole. There's nothing model about us, there is nothing minor about us. We come from a history of migration and resettlement, of refuge and genocide, of poverty and post-trauma. We leave legacies of resistance. We follow the footsteps of rebels. Rebels that left everything that they knew, with babies strapped onto their backs, with belongings in their arms, crossing ripe fields and forests, Mekong rivers filled with landmines, escaping on fish boats, constantly endangered by pirates, rebels that were born in refugee camps. Barely surviving off of white bread and water, we are the descendants of soldiers and survivors, farm workers and hard-working laborers. We are the descendants of donut shop workers and waiters, gardeners and waitresses, business owners and business hustlers, nail salon workers and nurses. Our ancestors can show the struggle and strife in the wrinkles of their hands. So by the nature of our lineage, we are warriors. We are warriors with the privilege and opportunity to be the next doctors, next lawyers and engineers. And even though it may disappoint our parents, we will also be the next teachers, social workers, artists, fashion designers, and entrepreneurs. We will be anything and we will be everything that our community needs. Our histories have been silenced. Our peoples have been fractured, and it's difficult for us to speak our minds because our minds have been colonized not to speak. But if there's anything that I've learned in grad school or in life, it's that our stories, these stories, are necessary and they need to be spoken. So graduates, as you're given the chance to speak, proclaim your power, declare your resilience, assert your presence in any and every space you are given, because far too often we are made invisible. Workforce, in academia, in media, in policy, but we must speak our stories, because otherwise, someone will speak it for us. So I will begin. My name is Fong Tran. I'm a program advisor at the Cross Cultural Center. I'm a poet, I'm a mentor, I'm a Batman enthusiast. I'm walking today to be the first in my family to get a master's degree. Before that, I graduated from UC Berkeley with a major in social welfare and a double minor in education and public policy. And before that, I graduated from Florence High School in South Sacramento. Before that, I was president of the Key Club and captain of my track team. And before that, I grew up in poverty, gang, drug, prevalent neighborhoods. And before that, I had ADHD, and it made it really hard for me to do well in school. And before that, my mom suffered third-degree burns all over her body that still scar her today. Before that, my father left my family when I was in 3rd grade, and I was raised by a single-parent home ever since. From struggle comes strength. From tragedy comes adversity, and from pain comes love. You see, my story, like yours, are fundamentally interwoven with this theme of strength in our narratives. Our people, Southeast Asian people, understand this concept all too well. Our histories, our peoples have been broken, battered, disenfranchised. We not only are taught to work hard for everything that we've earned in our lives, but we're taught to sacrifice. We're taught to love through work and not just words. And our people have been through war and trauma. We do not just speak words and love through hugs and kisses, but it feels awkward and inauthentic, so we don't say explicit things to our family. However, I urge you to speak your truth, because everything about this world tells us not to. Our upbringing tells us not to stand out, not to make waves, but you are more than ocean currents. You are the gravitational pull from cycling moons. So be outspoken, be loud, be a champion, do it your own way, be you, be authentic, be true. When you get up here, tell a truth that almost makes you want to throw up. Tell your brother, your older brother, something you can never say out loud because he's your brother. And you don't say things out loud like this. You tell him that you love him. My glasses are dusty, you know it's the dust. You tell your brother that you love him. Even though he's made a mistake in his past, that you respect him for the man he's become, that he's inspired you, that you're proud of him, that he's a great father. You love him for the way he raises your baby niece, to be happy, to be true. You thank your sister-in-law, Jiwan, for putting up with him, and that she's your favorite. You tell your elder sister that she's everything a jihad could ever be, a leader and inspiration, and you thank her for going through all the possible struggles that she went through growing up in a new country, so you can grow up feeling like this one is yours. You thank her for helping you on your down payment on your house. You tell her you're going to pay her back, but you just graduated, so you still broke. You're afraid to cry in front of your friends and family because you think they'll give you a hard time, and say that real men don't cry. And you pause sincerely and say that men that cry are real men. So you let everything go. Do not be afraid. People do not cry because they are weak, but because they've been strong for way too long. You tell your baby sister that you're proud of her, that all you ever wanted was for her to be happy and that you would do anything for her. And even though it never seems like that, you see her power in the strength of her eyes and the length of her hair. She is brilliant. Tell all 4 of your baby nieces, Asia, Sonia, and Pu Chang, that they need to know this, that your uncle is really handsome, smart, and strong. But you will be more beautiful, smarter, and stronger than he will ever be. But you probably already know that because you beat him up all the time, and this outfit probably doesn't help this concept of, I look like a punching bag, okay? You tell your mother that you love her. Even with your broken native tongue, you say, "Gong man," that she was a warrior for working a manual job, that broke her back every 3 p.m., that she was your mother and your father, because your father wasn't great enough to keep her and wasn't strong enough to keep you, and you never needed him, but you couldn't have done it without her. That she let you join cross country and go on field trips and have senior prom, even though she could barely afford car insurance. That she is your universe. Graduates, you will feel lost, you will be afraid of the uncertainty of the future, but understand, we follow the legacies of resistance. I will not end you by telling you to dream big or never give up, because that's all a cliche. It's condescending to our histories, because our families have always known this, to dream bigger than our ancestors ever could. So inevitably and undoubtedly, we will be extraordinary. You will constantly ask yourself, what am I going to do with my life? But to truly honor our ancestors and our community, the question at hand that you will constantly seek to answer is, what impact do I want to create through my life? Congratulations to the class of 2015.